Hi everyone, welcome back to Strategic Management. Today we're going to talk about sustainable competitive advantage. So what is a sustainable competitive advantage? To be a competitive advantage, a resource or activity has to be rare and valuable. To be a sustainable competitive advantage, it has to be rare and valuable, but it also has to be durable and difficult to imitate or inimitable. By rare, we mean a resource or activity should be something uncommon, something most of your competitors and potential competitors don't have. Something valuable is something worth a lot of money, effort, or attention, like a great technology or a golden idol head. Something durable is lasting and resilient. What we count as durable can be subject to interpretation, but we usually mean something that lasts more than a few years. The toughest hurdle for something to be sustainable is that it has to be difficult to imitate or inimitable. This means, well, just that. It has to be tough to imitate or substitute for. But what makes something inimitable? One of the features that can make a resource or activity inimitable is path dependency. Path dependency is when something arises because of a particular sequence of events, such as first mover advantage, learning curve benefits, or preemptively capturing scarce resources. Path dependent resources are hard to imitate because you can't recreate the past. Gillette's patent on the razor was a path dependent resource, as was Intel's knowledge about transistor density that had accumulated over time. Walmart provides another cool example. From the time of its founding, Walmart locked up one horse towns that could really only support one major retailer until it could weave together a massive hub and spoke distribution system. This gave it economies of scale and other efficiencies its rivals struggled to match. Another feature that can make a resource or activity difficult to imitate is causal ambiguity. Note, that's not casual ambiguity, it's causal ambiguity, as in it's ambiguous what caused the advantage. Causal ambiguity is when it's hard or even impossible to understand how a resource or activity leads to the outcome it yields. That might sound pretty weird, but it's more common than you'd think. For example, if you have a really great creative team that works together to come up with great ideas, it can be really hard to replicate that process, no matter how hard you try to understand why it works so well. The third main feature that can make a resource or activity inimitable is economic deterrence. Economic deterrence is when the cost of imitating a resource or activity is so high as to become infeasible. Now, you have to be careful with this one because we don't just mean something's expensive. If you can get an advantage by spending money, the capital market may give you the money. But if you require a huge amount of money, the capital market may say no. For example, in 1987, Walmart installed the largest private satellite communication system in the United States, linking its operations through voice, data, and video communication. Its rivals like Target and Kmart just were not in a position to make that kind of investment. Let's practice by analyzing some resources or activities to see if they are sustainable competitive advantages. Let's say we use cool robots to speed up manufacturing. That's certainly valuable and probably durable, but it's not rare and it's not difficult to imitate, so it's not a competitive advantage. What if we have a really funny ad that goes viral on TikTok? That could be rare and valuable, so it's a competitive advantage, and it's even difficult to imitate, but it's probably not durable. Those TikTokers are fickle, so it's not a sustainable competitive advantage. It's only a competitive advantage. Okay, how about if we own the largest movie theater in the world? That's rare, and depending on what business we're in, it might be valuable. It's also durable, but it's not difficult to imitate. So it might be a competitive advantage, but not a sustainable competitive advantage. Okay, suppose we have a well loved brand name that people trust. That's rare, it's valuable, it's durable, and it's difficult to imitate because it takes a long time to build a brand name that people trust. It's path dependent. That means a well loved and trusted brand name is a sustainable competitive advantage. Just think how valuable these brand names are for the companies they represent. People around the world know what they stand for. Which makes me think I better start working on a logo for this video series. Let me know if you have any ideas.